Rivals, alongside friends, are the two kinds of antagonists which will bring the most support to your main character in the long run. Rivals, much like the role, are here to challenge your main character, your story, and your world. Rivals are here to challenge your main character in the form of games, in the form of competitions. Rivals need to know the main character. They need to know the strengths of the main character and the weaknesses of the main character. They need to align themselves to the main character's goal to some extent, but rivals have an independent goal. Rivals are meant often to support the main character, and this support is only a tool to the rival's end, which is competition. If the rivals cannot receive the proper amount of competition from the main character, she may get disinterested into her. So providing some amount of support will allow her to preserve this level of competition. As you compare the different kind of antagonists, the different types of roles, the different types of functions, the different types of archetypes in general, you'll notice that the goal of your character, the motivation of your character, creates some overlap between the categories you've established. For example here, a rival who wants to beat the main character, she wants to beat the protagonist, but not for the same reason as the nemesis. The rival wants to beat the protagonist, she wants to best the protagonist, because she wants to play with her. The motivation is very different from what the nemesis's motivation would be. And there, the prevalence of the relationship between the rival and your protagonist will appear. Which is why in some cases your rival may become an integrant member of your protagonist's team and, to some degree, help her to become less of what she's not supposed to be. So the rival exists because the protagonist has weaknesses, and these weaknesses should be exposed because they may tarnish your protagonist. But the rival evolved not only for the protagonist, she evolved for herself, and that's why she plays. She plays to prove that she exists. That's her way to prove her own existence. The game is here to characterize the rival. The rival's existence, the rival's identity is defined, is justified by the game. The rival's here to play. How will she build her playground? The rival plays because she wants to acquire skills, but also because she has a quite extensive set of skills. Rivals are often more polyvalent than the main character. They're often more versatile than the main character. Rivals decide to acquire tools which will help them to create more stakes in the situation, which will put them closer to the main character. So rivals use their tools in order to create stakes. Rivals also get hold of infrastructures. They know that they have to extend their possibilities. This infrastructure will serve as the literal playground, and they need to acquire, or at least be able to use, a maximum and a diversity of infrastructure as well. The rival's main tool, the rival's main ability, the rival's main and most defining element is her ability to react properly. Now, the reactions of the rival may appear excessive at times, they may appear inappropriate, but put into context, the rival is the antagonist, which will have the most appropriate reactions. So, a rival's reaction will be, in lots of cases, defined by the skills she possesses, the tools she wants to acquire, and the infrastructure in which she positions herself. So it's all about balancing the three other aspects in order to understand the rival's reaction. Rivals are often balanced characters. They have to support their own needs, their own goals, but they also have to support the goal of their rival, the protagonist, because the competition is designed in such a way that these two should incrementally, through time, become better than one another in order to be systematically to a state where they can compete in a satisfying manner. If you like this video and want to know more on how to create antagonists, you can check our video on the 6 surefire ways to create antagonists.